Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to the King of Lethwei, Dave Leduc. Dave, always good to see you. Since we last spoke, big developments. Not only are you coming back to compete, it's going to be your farewell fight. So both those pieces of news are absolutely massive. And you already told me that you're going to be competing on MFC 2. This is massive as well, and it's going to be taking place in Poland. What else can you tell us?
Yeah, it was since we spoke last time, I wasn't sure, right? I was focusing on the league, but the juggling the two was extremely hard, juggling the training and the promoting. So I decided that, you know what, I've achieved what I wanted to achieve in fighting. So I want to focus on making sure that I pave the way and I create the new generation with fighters. So obviously we've made like an executive decision as well that every MFC event will have Lethwei on it, especially with the WLC going defunct, I believe. So now there's a big opening for the market for Lethwei, and we're going to be filling that gap.
So, what made you want to compete now? What made you want to come back to the sport?
Well, I was never out. It was the the whole 2 years of whatever we want to call it, pandemic or not, whatever. It was just very it stalled a lot of things. I actually fought Cyrus in Wyoming during the whole. People were not, people are not were scared of traveling. Everything. I didn't care. But it was the beginning of just. It was just very, very hard. A lot of times it was just not pleasant even to even go through the trouble of it. So I've before the year before that, or the couple years before that, I had a year, 3 years, 3 fights in Tokyo, and then 2 fights in Myanmar. So like I had a year, I think 5 or 6 title defense in 1 year. So being active was never an issue. Over time, I was getting bigger and bigger purse, so it just made sense to just do one money fight a year. I didn't see the need to do more. So overall, I'm at my 9th defense. Now it's going to be my round number, like a 10th. I feel like it's a beautiful number, 10. And like my goal was to win one world championship in Lethwei. I've done it now 6 times. I don't need 25 to be happy. The goal is achieved. So I mean, that's pretty much that. Like I don't it's a good question. Like a lot of people, they fight either because they want to prove it to themselves, their parents. We have childhood traumas, whatever. I had all of that, all the above, and I said, I want to also probably, like, I was told that I was always very skinny, so like I want to show you that you can be strong and being slim. So like now that I went through all these psychological journey as a champion, now I don't fight for love anymore. I don't give a fuck about the acclamation because claps is a form of love. The likes on Instagram, on Facebook, it's a form of love. It's a form of attention, and people crave that if you have a lack of. So I don't need that. I don't need money. I've been smart with my investments. So now, like, what's the other reason? Just I don't see a reason to continue through when I can just enjoy the fruits of what the career brought me.
So the show will take place in March in Warsaw. And what information can you give us? This is going to be the second MFC show after the great beginning in Slovakia. We're going to see Lethwei on the card, right? We're going to see MMA. Anything you can tell us about who the opponent might be, or who do you want it to be?
Yeah, well, there's the opponent. That's something that I'm really excited to see, because the matchmaking guys are reaching out to all the matchmakers in Asia. I think they were in touch with John Nutt. They were in touch with other guys in France. I'm just really curious, because right now I'm already starting my training camp, and it's way more fun to have like a face to train against. So I don't know yet. So basically, yeah, that's we're waiting on that. The co-main event, I believe, is going to be Michael Kosick against Daniel Levy as a rematch. So that's going to be very cool. We're waiting on the confirmation for both parties, but the rematch has been offered to Kosick. Daniel has agreed. There's a cool turn of event. We'll see if it works. But Hector Lombard messaged me on Instagram, and he's like, "Man, Did you have any Lethwei for my weight category? I'm like, yeah. So the name is there too. So it'd be nice to see 45-year-old Hector Lombard was a beast still at his age. I would love to see him in Lethwei. I think he wrote an article before, right? He said he wants to do like machete fight. The guy's the perfect guy for Lethwei. So it'd be nice to have him on the card in Poland. Yeah, there's a lot of, and the rest is going to be a lot of MMA and Lethwei as well. We have a couple of cool stuff, but like I'm going to be taking a backseat on this, and you focus on the fight. Chris Garrido, the CEO, is going to be taking care of all the logistics. We might have Bashrutin ringside to commentate, so that's going to be something fun. Hopefully we can have you as well. That would be an honor for me to have you from Myanmar to Poland, and so it would be nice.
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be incredible, man. It's going to be historic with your last fight, given what you've done in the sport. I'm just curious, over the years, we've had guys, whether it's Borkow or Eddie Farrell or Joe Schilling, there's been plenty of guys who've been surrounded with your name and maybe fighting you. Tun Min from Myanmar, different walks of life, different disciplines. Are you looking at an MMA fighter? Are you looking for someone who's fought Lethwei before? Are you looking for a Muay Thai opponent? Like, what do you personally want?
Good question. I would love to. I would prefer actually the Myanmar fan has spoken as well. I posted a video on my page, and people are saying that they want to see Muay Thai against Lethwei. So I'd love to have a Muay Thai fighter against Lethwei to test himself when there's no gloves and there's headbutts allowed and there's no emphasis on scoring system. So that's the whole point, right? We had some guys like John Wayne Barr fought in his own promotion, right? Cage Muay Thai or something. But it's always a bit dodgy when you have your judges that are not regulated by like the Nevada State Commission, like in the UFC. So it's always dodgy when a owner fights in his own promotion. Well, in my case, there's no problem with that because it's gonna be KO to win. So again, that's the fun part. The last man standing is gonna be the winner, or if it's a draw, I want to see blood. But yeah, I would love to have a Muay Thai fighter. If not a kickboxing guy as well. I ask because now I know in Myanmar I asked many times like I want a guy like heavy, and they gave me one. I guess was Corentin Jalon, French guy. He fought in heavyweight in kickboxing, so it was like 90 kilograms. I was 80. And in Japan, I asked, can you give me guys like a sumo? Like let's make it pride. They didn't want to do it. Now like there's no it's open way. I don't give a who it's going to be. So it could be a heavyweight kickboxer, it could be a 70-kilogram Muay Thai fighter. There's some name going there. I don't know if they agreed to fight in Lethwei. There's Cambodian guys as well. I don't know if they're but what's happening. So that's I'm curious to see who's going to be. But I think the storyline, it would be beautiful. Another Lethwei against Muay Thai, because that's what I've been. I feel like Muay Thai I stole a spotlight of Lethwei because of the politics in Myanmar. It was not like life has happened like that, but it was not supposed to be like that. Lethwei is more exciting. It's more beautiful. It's more brutal, and the culture is as rich, if not, I had an amazing time when I was living in Thailand, but Myanmar is really amazing. So for me, it's just very sad that Myanmar is some people don't even know the country exists, and that's why their national sport is even less. So it's a shame that the world, the geopolitical, the dictatorship, everything has put this country on the back burner. And for me, I want to make sure that because they don't, a lot of Myanmar people say we don't. They message me in private like we don't have a lot right now. We know our whales are being poisoned, our houses are being burned down. We are fighting for our life, but at least thank you, Dave, for promoting our art to the world. So they're proud of their traditional sport, and when there's nothing, when you have nothing, your house is burned down, you have your honor, we're fierce warriors. So like the art, they invented this art 1,000 years ago, and to this day it's still their last remaining sport that is allowed of headbutts. So it's nice to showcase this art against other art that are more relevant or more out there. So yeah, long story short, Muay Thai would be nice. And but I really don't care. Like as long as as long as we have a great competitor that has a great pedigree that wants to fight under Lethwei rules, let's go. I'm ready. I'm gonna be in the best shape of my life. I'm gonna be hungry because I want to retire at the top. I want to do my 10 title defense, and then after that, I'm gonna focus to create the new champions in Lethwei.
Why Poland? Why Warsaw? I saw what Slovakia was like. That was a motorcycle museum. The atmosphere was absolutely sick. Anyone who's not seen that, go check it out on YouTube, on the MFC YouTube channel, because that was one of the most exhilarating cards of any combat sports event that I've ever seen. It was bloody. If you don't mind violence, watch it because it was so much fun, right? But Poland, they like you there, right? You've done seminars there. There's an appetite for it. Why have you chosen Warsaw as the venue? Because it's a bit of history. You chose it for a reason, no?
Yeah, well, it was supposed to be in Dubai. We planned it in Dubai, but then we didn't get the green light to have Lethwei allowed in UAE yet. It's gonna happen. We're gonna make history again in UAE to allow Lethwei, but it's taking longer than we thought. So now the idea was to do maybe go back to Slovakia. But we had Niewieszczani, that was a Polish fighter on MFC one. I did 2 seminars, probably some of my biggest seminars, over 100 people, 120 people in Poland and Warsaw, and it's neighboring Slovakia, so we can get a new country, so MFC in a new country. I just came back from Poland again, so the fire of Lethwei is extremely high right now, and we can have all the fans from Slovakia, and basically ignite another fan base of Lethwei in Poland again. So I think we're gonna have a really good outcome. But yeah, overall, it's just to make history again in another country. Right now, the basin to choose from is quite low, right? Not a lot of countries allow Lethwei, so that's what I said in my seminar. I said Poland is one of the most, one of the badass country that allows it. So we have, Slovakia, Poland. The other ones in EU are not very prone to that yet. And that's the battle I'm going to fight once I retire. I'm going to, bring it there. So yeah, it's just cool, and it has a great reputation. It's nice. It's accessible. We can have all people from Europe, French people, Slovak. Who knows what's going to be on the card. And we bring MFC to a new country, so I'm excited about that.
As a guy based out in Asia, I was intrigued to see that you signed Mark Striegl, UFC veteran, one championship veteran. Have you got a fight booked for him, and how pleased were you to get him on the roster?
Yeah, the fight was we had a fight for him in was supposed to be in March. We'll see if he's able to make it, because now the fight is scheduled in May, and there's the SE games in May, so he might be competing in the SEA game in Southeast Asia. Yeah, the SEA games in Southeast Asia for the Philippines. So he's confirming if he can still compete in MFC 2. Otherwise, he's gonna be fighting for sure in MFC, in the MFC 3 or something, because he's an exciting guy. Looks amazing. He's in shape, and yeah, he's definitely gonna be a draw for MFC.
Awesome, exciting times, man. I'm gonna finish off with a little quick fire, which I like to do with all fighters that I interview you. So let's go combat sports in general. Just the first name that comes into your head. So hardest hitter.
Hardest hitter, Mark Hunt.
Best wrestler.
Khabib.
Who's the funniest?
Paulo Costa.
Who is the most annoying?
It's supposed to be fast. The most annoying. I love everybody. It's okay.
I'll come back to you, but you don't have to answer. You can always pass. Who is the best dressed?
Oh, because it depends what you value. I don't value the suit too much. I don't give a fuck too much. So, best dressed.
Male or female, past or present. Best looking.
Best looking. Me.
Who would you most like to have dinner with in the entire combat sports
Oh,
industry?
entire combat sports dinner, dead or alive?
Go for it.
Bruce Lee.
Um, who has the best hands?
The best hands, I would say, Mike Tyson.
Who would you most want by your side in a street fight?
Oh, in a street fight, I want, I want, I want Tutun Min. Nah, maybe not anymore. He fucking lost his last fight. Let's say again, in a street fight, I want, what's his name? What's his name? The El Cucuy. El Cucuy. He's gonna be crazy in a street fight.
El Kikoi. Yeah, Tony Ferguson. Nice, man. And who is the most interesting female fighter?
Right now, it's in Lethwei. It's Veronica. She's since the coup in Myanmar, she went all the way to Thailand because there's more fights, and she's actually dominated Muay Thai. She's the number one ranked Muay Thai fighter right now, and she's a Lethwei fighter. She has a great hands. She fought on my card many times in Myanmar, and now she's taking over the Muay Thai world as a Burmese Lethwei fighter. So it's really cool to see, and she's probably gonna do MMA at one point. She's gonna be signed at one championship. I don't know, but watch her, Burmese girl.
Sign her up. Get her to Poland.
Yeah, exactly.
And who would make the best movie star?
Well, it's a style, right? So let's say Conor McGregor.
Yeah, I think so. And finally, who would be your dream fight against anybody, past or present, in any weight class?
My dream fight. I would love to fight Brock Lesnar in Lethwei. That would be nice. That would be. I would love to see headbutts on his jaw. Let's see a big boy.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
That's a cool answer. Dave, I could speak to you for hours as ever. It's always interesting, man. I appreciate it. Looking forward to catching up in person.
Yes, sir.
Do it again soon. Cheers, mate.